In this video, we're going to take a look at a really powerful tool that Excel has for finding parameter values, for doing what we would call what-if analysis, but in a really efficient way. We had done an example in class where we needed to actually figure out the growth rate that led to a particular population for the grizzly bears. So let's say, I'm just going to make up some numbers here in the affine model. So make the growth rate 10%, and the stocking number, it'll just keep that at 12. And so we have 309 members of whatever this population is after 7 years. Let me highlight that, and let's say we needed to know the growth rate that would lead to a population of 400. I'm just going to note it there so we remember it. So we want 400 in year 7 instead of 309. Well, we've set the spreadsheet up in a really smart way so that we don't have to redo the formula. All we have to do is type in different values for the growth rate until we get what we want. So if I tried 15%, that's almost right on, actually. So maybe 15.1% is a little bit too high. So we're right at 15%. So I've got 15.05% would be enough to get us right on 400. All right, so we can do that kind of trial and error. We're often not as lucky as I was there, so that it takes a lot longer to get to the point that we need. Let me take that highlight off. All right, so instead of doing trial and error like that, where we have to type and guess and then adjust our guess, it would be really nice to just get Excel to spit out that value for us right away. So let's do that. Let's see, the population year 7 right now is 400. Let's say that we want to make that value 250. Again, I'm just typing it somewhere that I remember what it's supposed to be. And I'll go back to the highlight. Okay, so suppose we need to find the growth rate that would lead to 250 in year 7. All right, here's where we need to go. We go to Data, and then over to What-If Analysis. Right, depending on your exact version and machine, these may look a little different. So Data, What-If Analysis, and then Goal Seek. And that brings up a dialog box with 3 values that we have to input. The first is which cell you want to arrange to make a certain value. So in this case, we want the cell where the 400 is, B14. Since I was on that cell, that's what comes up automatically. So I want to make that cell into the value 250, right? That's the made-up exercise I just did. So I want to have 250, and I want to make that happen by changing the growth rate. So the cell that I'm changing is B3, right? So I want to set B14 to 250 by changing B3. If I click OK, target value is 250, the current value is 250, that means we were successful. I click OK. Notice the growth rate that makes that happen, right, with far more decimal places than we would ever need, is about 6%. All right? No guessing and checking, just straight to the right answer. We might have a similar kind of question. Let me take the highlighting off and just do one more so you can see it in action again. Let me make sure I don't start on the place this time. So let's say in year 10, I want to have 400 in the population, and I want to do that by changing the harvesting or stocking number. Right, so I want to know how many do I have to stock every year to get year 10 to be 400. So to figure that out, I go to Data, What-If Analysis, Goal Seek, tell it that cell B17, just clicked on it, has to be 400 by changing the harvesting number, so B4. So change cell B17 to 400 by getting the right harvesting number. Click OK. It worked. There's my 400, and the harvesting number was about 16.93. Right, so again, super easy way, well, I shouldn't say things like that. Once you've gotten used to it, it's a really efficient way to find unknown parameter values that meet certain requirements. Right, so it'd be really good to get really familiar with this right away because we're going to use it the rest of the term. If you have questions, as always, let me know. Thank you.